Okay, this is the second introduction video to this Going Public Wiki assignment. And this is going to go over how the assignments will be posted, because this won't be like the previous assignments where you post everything in Canvas. You will be building a lot of the work on the web page itself. So we'll start with the introduction. You'll click on that. I want you to read this prompt matter, go through, and you'll see the assignment linked in right there. Then you can access that, and it will take you to the assignment that I went over in the first video. From there, we have the first page, 3.1. In this, you're going to be in group discussion boards. So you're only going to be with the other peers who were in your group. I'm going to want you to post here on Canvas for this one. You're going to have to post your MCC email address so that I can add you to the wiki, and then some of this information about your availability and your preferred methods of communicating. I can tell you from past experience that the groups that are successful are very clear about the objectives, they communicate regularly, and they stay on the same page. They don't let their group members get too far away from each other. They're always trying to stay in contact. So you're going to want to do that. And the easiest way to do that is to exchange information, whether it be emails, phone numbers, and then talk about how you'd like to keep in touch. So that's what we're going to do there in 3.1. And this will be posted right here in the reply box in the discussion board. But from there, a lot of the work is going to be completed outside of the wiki. There'll be a quiz here. You'll take that quiz, because with some of these issues, they're not going to be things that you'll post to the discussion board. They're going to be things that you just do for yourself so you understand the content, and that will inform what you do with the rest of the work in the unit. 3.3, topic proposal. Click on that. It gives you instructions on where to post it, so you can see that a little better. The instructions for what you're going to do are here. Your group is going to build this topic proposal, and in it, you're going to have 300 to 500 words, your topic, what you're covering, audience, some of the common assumptions, and the context. What's going on with this issue right now? Not going to be long, just a brief description of what you plan to do. There's not going to be anywhere for you to post this on Canvas, because you're going to post it to the top proposal place in the process sandbox page on your wiki. So if you go to the wiki, and you'll have a link to it by this due date, and click on that, you'll see there's a sandbox process tab. You're going to click on that. There's a top proposal one right here. You're just going to start typing up your top proposal in this box, and all of you will have access to it. No one person is responsible. You can all work on it together. That's the point of a collaboratively written piece. If you decide in your off-site communication that one person will take the lead and the others will kind of chime in, that's perfectly fine. Those are norms you set, and I'm going to ask you all to be responsible and share the workload. It doesn't benefit one person to do all the work that his or herself, because then the other people don't get the experience from it, and trust me, it ends up being an alienating process. You want to have a way to communicate who's going to do what. So top proposal posted here, and again, it's right there. You post it to this place. The next assignment is going to be research. Click on research. Again, there will be nowhere to post this on Canvas. Post the work on the resources page. So for this, you're going to go out and do a little bit of research. You're going to find some sources, because you want to understand what the issues are in your topic. And you won't really know those off the top of your head. You have to read and figure out what people are saying about these issues, and then you decide from there what you want to cover. So each of you will post your work there. So let's go back to the website. Look at the resources page right here. Resources page, you'll post your APA reference. There's information here about how to cite with APA, but you'll each post your things here. Since everybody's posting to the same resources page, you'll again have to collaborate. APA citation format says that entries are alphabetized by the first letter in the entry. That means that you may have your first entry is number 1, your second one may not be till like number 5 or 6. You just got to place them in here depending on where they fit in relation to the other sources that people post. The next assignment, 3.5, identifying relevant points. Let's go there, post the work to the sandbox. So again, we're going back to the sandbox page. Right there up top, you click on that. There's a predefined space. By now you will have divvied up what these issues are based on what you found from that previous assignment where you look for the main points. This won't say subtopic 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of you will have claimed an issue within there. So let's say, again, from the previous example of workplace aggression, if yours is predictors, this would be predictors. Somebody else is doing cyber aggression, that would be cyber aggression, and so on and so forth. That's what you're going to do there. In that section, you're going to start to write a little bit about what that section means and why it's important. Why does this deserve to be on this particular wiki if it's going public, and trying to inform audiences outside of your area or your workplace why these issues matter. Going back, looking at 3.6. Considering audience. This is just a quiz. Again, individual information for you to take in on your own that you can apply in the writing of this work. Then we get to 3.7, and this is when we actually start writing out the sections of the wikis. If you want to start drafting sections of the wiki first, earlier than this, that's okay, but here's where we officially start posting things. So you click on this, and this time it says respond on your wiki in the page designated for your subtopic. So where do we go here? For 3.7, going back to the wiki, it's going to be in here. So if one of you is doing overview, the overview stuff will be posted in this box. If you decide that subtopic 1 is cyber aggression, that person will click on here, and they will start to write their information in this box, and so on and so forth. Whatever the second subtopic is, you will change this to whatever the name of that is here. Third subtopic, name changed. Fourth subtopic, name changed. If you don't have 4, if you just divvy up overview subtopic 1, 2, 3 for the 4 members, that's okay. But you're going to do the writing for 3.7 in that designated space for your topic. Incorporating graphics, likewise. You're going to go back to that same place where you started work on your subtopic, and you'll incorporate a graphic to that particular page you're working on. Nothing here in Canvas. It will be uploaded here. I will go to the web pages. I'll look at your work. I'll evaluate the work based on what I see here, and I'll input scores on Canvas, but you're not going to be posting to Canvas for these particular places until we get to the rough draft. Oh, actually, no, rough draft you will not either. Till we get to the final draft, that's where you're going to post. So with the final draft, you're going to have to go to your wiki, and once you're all said and done with this, you're going to have to publish it, because this is a place that's not uploaded. This is just where you're working off-site, and nobody can actually see your website until you publish it. So you're going to make sure you have a name up here. You click Publish. It's going to give you some options. I'm going to suggest you click it to anyone on the web, and then select this box that says it will not display in search results. Then you publish. Then you have to view the page, and that will take you to the actual website. Then you'll take this web address, you'll copy and paste it into the final draft space. On your side, it'll say submit right here. You'll submit that URL right there. But again, most of the work for this Going Public Wiki is not going to be completed in Canvas. You're going to go to Canvas for the announcements, you're going to go to Canvas for the readings, but most of the actual work will be completed on the wiki.